And now for a fish story, but this one is serious and it is important because it's a developing environmental issue.
You see, Maryland is expected to be under big pressure tomorrow at an interstate meeting of Atlantic states to suspend its spring season to take trophy-sized rockfish out of the Chesapeake Bay. You see, the population's in trouble. Virginia closed its season last week. Here's Scott Broom to explain more.
This isn't just about fish. This is about money. People spend tons of it catching these rockfish, estimated at $500 million a year in boats, gas, gear, guides, charter trips, like the Miss Susie here in Solomon's Island that sent these pictures from a trip today, all for the thrill of catching rockfish, also known as striped bass. But Virginia has shaken the fishing world by the emergency shutdown of its spring trophy rockfish season on the Chesapeake Bay last week. The population's now below sustainable levels for 6 years, overfished since 2010. And of course, rockfish don't know anything about state lines, so now all eyes are on Maryland to see what they will do. Anglers launching today near the Bay Bridge weighing in.
We need to keep it sustainable and manage it right. So, if we need to close down the fishery to make sure these populations will continue to grow and remain stable, then I'm 100% for it.
I don't think it's going to make a big difference because there's not many fish being caught.
If they say it's got to be limited, then it's got to be limited.
In a statement, Maryland's Department of Natural Resources says the state, quote, expects to have a better long-term picture of the fishery after the Atlantic States Marine Fisheries Commission meeting this week. That's a gathering of fisheries managers from the entire East Coast, where Maryland may be under pressure to close its trophy season right now because the Chesapeake is where most of the ocean fish seen in other states are bred and born. The big trophy fish they're catching out in the bay right now, almost all of them are huge female breeders with millions of eggs each inside of them. A lot of people think it doesn't make any sense to catch them under any scenario because the entire population depends on their success. Scott Broom, WUSA 9.
So the summer season starts in June. That's when smaller fish can be caught, but many are dying after being released by sport fishermen who mishandle them.